Hey you guys, welcome back to part 2 of my Adrian Zenz special, debunking the claims he makes about mass human rights abuses in Xinjiang, China for the fake Uyghur tribunal. If you haven't seen part 1, I suggest you go and watch that first. The third part of Zenz's claims is the optimization of the ethnic population distribution in Xinjiang. Again, Zenz's claim here is entirely false. There was no call for the increase of Han population shares in the documents at all. Instead, there is suggestion that all of China's 56 ethnic groups mix together more. Here is an excerpt from the leaked document. Only by strengthening inter-ethnic exchanges among ethnic groups can we bridge the gap and heal the wounds. This suggests that China's government prefers unity and friendly exchange rather than segregation and animosity, which leads to Zenz's next spurious claim. Number 4. Forcing hundreds of thousands of Han officials to become family with ethnic populations. Zenz continues to make completely fabricated claims, and this one is no exception. He claims that Han Chinese have been told by the government to force their way into Uyghur families as a way of promoting Han culture, despite the English translations in his own 51-page document showing clearly that that isn't the case. On page 41, he claims that cadres should live with ethnic families, which is disproved by his own document. The document reads, "Cadres and masses of all ethnic groups must move and interact at multiple levels, in multiple ways and in multiple forms. Uyghur cadres and workers have activities together, and once a month find a weekend for an activity together. Cadres of all ethnic groups can take the lead to visit, take their family, children, etc. to go for a walk, have a chat, have a meal." On page 45, the document states, "More than 90% of the people in southern Xinjiang are Uyghurs. It is very dangerous if there is no continuity or bridging. It is necessary to take all measures to mingle, create a comfortable environment, and form a harmonious relationship." Now, does that sound like a call to massive human rights abuses to you? Number 5. Criminalizing customary religious practices. Zenz claims that the document shows the criminalization of customary religious practices, which, again, is not borne out by the evidence. Religious freedom is guaranteed by China's constitution, and this is especially true when it comes to Xinjiang. The only time religious freedom may be curtailed in China, as per the law, is when religion attempts to usurp the government. The document states, "There is a red line that must be clearly drawn. That is, religion must not interfere with politics or government affairs. No one is allowed to use religion to interfere with administration, justice, education, marriage and family planning, or to obstruct normal social order, work order and order of life, or to oppose the leadership of the Chinese Communist Party and the socialist system, or to undermine ethnic unity and national unity." Religious extremism has been a problem in China, and is one instance where religious freedom will be curtailed, but that's the same in any country. Zenz's document contains absolutely zero evidence of customary religious practices being criminalized, unless he's suggesting that terrorist attacks are customary religious practices. Finally, we've reached the last claim that Zenz has put forward and debunks using his own document. Number 6. Implementing Chinese language-focused education in centralized boarding schools. Again, Zenz is being extremely deceptive here. There is no evidence in his document to suggest forced Chinese language education. Instead, it highlights a push for bilingual education so that ethnic minorities can not only learn in their own languages, but also Mandarin Chinese, the official language of China. In a way, it would be like having a group of people in the USA who don't speak English. Of course, Washington would push to have them learn it so that they could be more involved in society. The languages of China's ethnic minorities are protected by law and promoted extensively in areas like Xinjiang. Don't believe me? Just look at China's money. Here's a quote from Zenz's own document, which shows the Chinese government as anything but evil. "It's necessary to strengthen ethnic exchanges and promote ethnic unity, promote bilingual education. It is necessary to strengthen the capacity building of bilingual teachers and expand the coverage of bilingual education." Okay, we're done. Basically, from looking through Adrian Zenz's latest document that he's put together to try and prove massive human rights abuses in Xinjiang, I can see that all of the misleading and false information comes from his own interpretations of the documents in question, and not from actual facts. As you can see, Today I used his own supplied evidence to show you that his claims are completely exaggerated. I can only take from this that he must rely on the majority of people taking his dramatic soundbites as fact, without looking closely at his supporting evidence. Unfortunately, the world we live in today is one where most people learn information and consume news in this way, which leads to extremely distorted and false claims becoming widespread and taken as fact. So I urge you, before taking news at face value, to do your own research. People like Adrian Zenz are only hiding behind a thin veil of lies, which is easily pulled back with just a bit of effort. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section and I will see you next time. Bye bye.